What up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to give a public service announcement, a PSA, to black women, particularly black women who advocate on behalf of, black men and black men issues. And don't misunderstand this public service announcement. It's not directed at discouraging black women for advocating for all black men and all black male issues and all black issues. It's not about that, but more so it's about putting yourself in harm's way. And what I'm really getting at is very recently, this black woman publicly confronted on camera Courtney Tailor. And Courtney Tailor, she is accused of having eliminated, quote unquote, her black boyfriend, Christian Toby Ombumseli. And I recently did a video about that as well. But what I really want to talk about in this video is black women. You gotta move differently. You gotta move a lot more discreetly in situations like this. You can't be just out here rah, 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 and sis boom bang and putting yourself in harm's way. Because that's the thing. The black woman, she could have potentially put herself in a dangerous situation. In fact, technically, she was already in a dangerous situation by just confronting her, Courtney. And the situation, it could have escalated. That's the thing. And it would have either ended up being the black woman would have caught a case, either from hurting or eliminating Courtney, or on the other hand, Courtney could have hurt or eliminated the black woman. And it's not worth it. And I'm not saying that she doesn't have a right to be concerned. I'm not saying she doesn't have a right to, get some receipts and some evidence and some proof if she happens to be presented with the opportunity. But the thing where I'm getting at is she should have went about it in a whole different way if she was going to go down that route. And also the community, if the black woman did get hurt, if she did get arrested, if she did get eliminated, if something bad happened to her, by and large, the community would most likely blame that black woman for whatever happened to herself. There would not be any marches, any protests, any celebrity advocacy for her. Okay. And that's the thing to black women out here. Sad to say, but black women's level of protection is pretty low in comparison to other groups of people. People's concern about black women's protection and well-being is pretty low compared to other groups of people. And also, you have to think about this too. This black woman could have potentially put herself in harm's way for a black man, Christian Toby Ombumseli, who doesn't even really rock with black women like that. So you're going to catch a case, get hurt, get eliminated, get arrested for some dude who, based on some receipts that people have published, especially Paris Milan, he probably didn't really even care about black women like that. if the situation was reversed, I don't think that Christian would be doing the same thing for that black woman. And also on the flip side, there'll probably be some black people coming through, especially black men coming through and being like, oh, you should have did more, black woman. Oh, that's all you did? That's not anything worth anything. And remember, this has happened before, by the way. This happened to that young black girl, that black teenage girl who recorded George Floyd being eliminated by Derek Chauvin. You know, there were people, black people, but probably other groups of people too, but especially black people and black men getting at that young black teenage girl because they was like, why didn't you go jump in and help him? Why didn't you fight off those 4 police officers? Why did you just sit there and let that happen, black girl? Seriously, people were saying this. People, especially in the community, like expected this young black teenage girl to go up against 4 armed, grown, adult men who are police officers, who have the firepower as well as the law on their side. But they were like, you should have sacrificed yourself to save that black man. You should have put yourself in harm's way to save that black man. It's your fault that this happened. And I know that this situation is not the same exact situation as with Christian and Courtney, but still, it's worth mentioning because I do think there's some similarities in the situation. And also, since we're on the topic of people confronting people who have committed crimes or who have been alleged to have committed crimes, when are black men going to get at George Zimmerman? Like, when is that going to happen? Because George Zimmerman been out here living his best life without a care in the world for a while. I have not heard of anybody confronting George Zimmerman about anything, at least any black folks. So they can go on and on against that young black girl who recorded George Floyd and his situation. By the way, that footage was used to sentence Derek Chauvin, right? She was the one who presented that footage, right? Remember that. Because without that footage, we might not have gotten the verdict that we got. But, you know, did they hold a parade and celebration for that young black girl who recorded that footage? You know, did they uplift her on social media saying, you a young black queen, sister, that's what's up? Did they give her a cookie? No. Nuh-uh. She got mud thrown at her. And I'm not saying that the young girl should not have recorded the footage, because I do think she should have recorded the footage. And I'm glad that she did not step in and try to take on 4 armed male police officers. But what I'm really getting at is, like, you can do all that you can do and come through with the receipts and all that good stuff, and still it's like it's not good enough. You know, it's not good enough. You should have did more. And you doing all that while putting yourself at risk, and that's how people may end up repaying you, because they have been so brainwashed to devalue black women's lives and black women's contributions. Because had that been a young black boy doing that, oh, it would have been a different story. They wouldn't have reacted like that. But Back to the black woman and the black woman who confronted Courtney, though. You know, I think that if she was going to go about it, I think she should have went about it a different way, um, without putting herself in harm's way. How about perhaps just recording her unknowingly, or chat with her and get some footage incriminating herself? Because really, when you think about it, what was the point of the confrontation? It's like, oh, we see you. Oh, we see you, Courtney. This the girl who eliminated her boyfriend. Okay, yeah, and what? I mean, I don't really mean to put it like that, like a comical way, but, but, okay, all right. Like, what was the point of the confrontation, though? You didn't put hands on her, and you didn't get any incriminating footage, as far as I know, other than her perhaps just having a drink. I guess you can use that for something. But, like, what were you planning to do? What were you going to do? Now you just gave Courtney a warning, like, hey, I need to be more discreet and move more discreetly about things. I can't be out here getting caught up, because now Courtney's going to be on the defensive and be more vigilant about her surroundings. And also, the black woman, she posted this on social media for some clout. And let's be real. For some clout, some pro-black points, some black cane crumbs. Some black women do get full off of black cane crumbs. They be throwing them crumbs to black women like black women are pigeons, and black women just be eating it up like pigeons. Man, come on. Let's be real. Some, not all. If it don't apply, let it fly. Like black mammy pigeons. And really, I mean, Becky and Selena and Kim Woo should be coming through and doing at least some of this work. At least the ones who are in relationships with black men, who like black men. But they ain't coming through and doing and making it do what it do. No, by and large, not really. And if they did, you know what would happen? Many of these black men, not all, but enough, would amplify the non-black women's contribution to black male advocacy and just act like it was the best thing ever, and that, these non-black women care about us so much. Oh, look what they're doing for us, black women. Oh, black women, you need to step it up. Oh, black women, you can learn a thing or two from Becky, Maria, Selena, Kim Woo coming through. Oh, black woman, you have been replaced. Oh, oh, oh. But, on the other hand, I don't think black women really want Rebecca and them to come through and get them black cane crumbs and pro-black points. No, that's for black women. Like, black women don't want to share that. Black women don't want to share the black cane crumbs with Becky, with Selena, with Kim Woo. If you only knew. But that's pretty much all I got to say for the moment. I don't really need to go on for too long in this case. I said what I got to say. So let me know what you think about this in the comments section below. Until the next video, adios and goodbye for now.